welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name's Rhonda, better known as Hot Mess Mama MD, and on today's video, it's another edition of Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money? What we're going to be testing out, trying out, and actually creating this look right here is the brand new Facecandy Disco Fever palette. You can pick it up off of Hush or Shop Hush, the app. As always, I'm not sponsored or affiliated or anything. I purchase everything with my own money, and this palette looks like this. It's a 16 pan palette for $16. That's right, it's $1 a shade. And we are going to be putting it up against the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette that looks like this, but does retail for a hefty $49. So if you are interested to see how we created this look and my opinions on this disco palette, then make sure to stay tuned. As always, you guys know what time it is. It is time to pause this video. Pause the video, guys. Take a wild guess. What side is the inexpensive side? What side is the high-end side? What is it? What is it? What is it, my friends? Take a wild guess. Do they look similar? Do you see a difference? What are your thoughts? I want to know. So anyways, before we get into the video, just a friendly little reminder, my 5K giveaway is still going on. So if you have not yet picked up that Norvina palette and you want a chance to win it, make sure to check my description box down below. I feel like a used car salesman right now. I'm like, doom, doom, doom. This right here. Where is it? Where is it? It's amazing. Amazing. Anyways, make sure to check my description box down below to enter into that giveaway. And without further ado, I'm gonna stop carrying on because the energy is strong. I'm pretty sure I could run a marathon. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so before I get into the swatches, I'm going to just cover everything that is on my face because like I told you guys, I think it was in maybe my Profusion video, I explained that sometimes I just don't have time to put all the links down below of everything that's on my face, and to list it for you guys, but I thought it would be easier to just tell you guys what I have. I am, for foundation, wearing the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Light Beige. Ulta actually had this foundation on sale for $25 over the weekend, so I did pick up two shades. This one, like I said, is light beige because I am not sunless tanned. For concealer, I guess I've been watching a little too much Laura Lee, and my daughter pointed out, Mom, you're not saying concealer right, you're saying concealer. I'm like, ooh. So I'm going to be better about that, guys. Anyways, for concealer, I am using the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Natural Beige, but just to be extra, I did get it in Warm Sand, and I did kind of do like a cream contour with it as well. And then under my eyes to set, I used my e.l.f. setting powder. Then I forgot to tell you guys, primer, using my Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. Bronzer, I am using this. This was on sale at Sephora a couple weeks ago for like $23 or something. I am using my Hourglass blush. For my brows on the ends, I do go in with the Milani and Medium Brown 03. And at the front, where, since my roots are growing out so much, I kind of try and go a little bit lighter up through here, darker out there. I think it's a little bit easier for me anyways, not that I have a strong brow game, but anyways, in the front I am using the Chrisana Ann and Taupe. For lip liner, I am using my Profusion. This was in the shade Dream, but I haven't been using this every day, and you guys know I told you guys that I thought this Laneige sleep mask was a little overrated. Well, I have to tell you guys, I kind of slacked off for about a week of using this, and I actually have noticed a difference, and it wasn't for the good. So I'm like, well, okay, maybe this is as fabulous as everybody was saying. Anything else that I have on my face? Yes, I did also in my T-zone use my Becca Hydro Mist setting powder, and all over my face I did use the L'Oreal True Match in W6. I think that's everything. I don't have a highlighter on, so we're going to say that's everything. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in, and we are going to go ahead and check out all of the swatches because I am, well, I'm not going to lie, I'm coffee strong, and now I'm being strong. This stuff is good. This stuff is so good. anyways, let's go ahead and get into swatches. On the bottom is all of the Facecandy Disco Fever shades. On top is all of the Too Faced Chocolate Gold shades. So let's zoom in. I don't know what my camera's focusing on, but we're gonna hope it is the shades. I don't know. But anyways, this is all of the swatches for you guys. Now, I always tell you all that swatches don't mean a hill of beans. It just is telling you, you know, what these are going to look like if your skin tone is similar to mine. I can tell you guys that they did swatch really good. One thing that I was impressed with is I find that all of the Bad Habit, the Facecandy black shadows are always so intense. And when I compare them to other palettes, I don't find that the palette blacks and like the high end are always as intense. But I'll tell you, the Too Faced one was just as intense. The matte shadows were fabulous in both of them. Of course, we're going to play around with it. You guys can see the shimmers look absolutely gorgeous. If I'm out of focus, I apologize. My camera's old and it apparently has a mind of its own. It does its own thing, and yeah. So, now, and if you guys are new to my Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money videos, what I do is I actually compare these palettes side by side. So, not just by looks and swatches, which we're gonna do right here. As you guys can see, the pan sizes are completely different when it comes to, you know, how they are placed in the pan, the size of each shadow, all of that. But I also like to compare it one on each eye. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna do, this side will be the Disco Fever side, this side will be the Too Faced Chocolate Gold side. I will be using the exact same brushes, however, I will be cleaning them off in between, so there's no, you know, what do they call it, cross-contamination? Look at me. I mean, my brain is just working so good with this stuff. I know. Stop judging. I'm sorry, but I need the energy, guys. I mean, I just, between work and children and life and woo, I like this. It's only like having 2 cups of coffee, and I was good. Instead of having like 2 or 3 cups of coffee and then a few hours later having bang, I only did 1 cup of coffee. This is how I'm justifying my poor choices in life right now. Which, I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I'm gonna stop. Lord Jesus, the energy is strong today. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with this shade right here. Yes, there's kick up, there's fallout. Tap your brush. That is what I always tell you all to do. Right. So we're gonna go ahead and just set our concealer with that. You guys can see it is a powdery shadow, but as long as the pigmentation's there, it's fine. Next, I'm gonna go in with this matte shade right here using the same fluffy Morphe 576 brush. Again, we're doing the Disco Fever side first. So applying that, the pigmentation isn't crazy strong. So let's move over to the Too Faced side. Okay, so for Too Faced, we're gonna start with this shade right here. Oh Lord, I went in really heavy-handed. There's a lot of kick up in that one. Okay, so just alone in this lighter shade, the Too Faced side is a bit more pigmented, but I did go in kind of heavy-handed, so. By the way, this is not my palette. Haley, shout out to Haley, my oldest daughter. She's letting me borrow this palette. So, next we're going in with this shade right here. I love the name of it, So Bougie. Exact same brush. Hey, so what do you guys think? We're done. No, I'm just checking. I know, I should calm down on the caffeine, right? I'm just crazy. Okay, we're gonna jump back over to the Disco Fever palette. And I wanna play with the mattes a little bit more, so we're gonna go into this shade right here. It's actually called Donna. A ton. We really need to tap that. I mean, honestly, this is just something that I truly just kind of expect out of these shadows. They remind me a lot of an Anastasia Beverly Hills shadow because they're just pressed very softly. Not a bad thing at all, because as you guys can see, the pigmentation is there. Well, I'm hoping you guys can see. Good pigmentation. I like it. And of course, I am going to try and do a check-in at the end of the day for you guys to show you guys how everything has worn. Go in with this dark matte over here as well. I mean, both really have some kick up to it, guys. Not a big deal. I'm just kind of really trying to define the crease and the transition. I don't really know what I'm talking about, guys. I just like to act like I do. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do now, because I've already used the purples, and I can't remember which video, maybe it was my Nordstrom one, I don't know if it's up yet or not, but I kind of want to just go in with these greens and maybe this gold color. Let's go in maybe with this olive shade down here and this gold, more goldish color. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this Juno & Company. It's kind of like a pencil brush, but I like to use it because it is so, do you guys see how like small that is? But I'm gonna like kind of pack this olive shade in here, almost like I'm gonna do a halo eye, but not with the concealer carving out or anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pack this on here. I did this with the purple shade the other day and I really liked it. Now, I mean, you don't have to tap, but I can tell you, even though I am tapping, I am getting just a tiny bit of fallout. And I am going to take whatever little bit is left after I pack it, and I'm going to apply it just a little under. Ooh, that's pigmented. So then I'm going to pack it down here in the inner corner. I'm getting like fall vibes here, guys. Still summer, but I can't help it. I'm feeling the fall. Okay, so this is how I do my I get, what is it called, a halo eye? This is how I do it. Honestly, it's not even that I'm totally too lazy. I just feel like the more layers I put on my eyes, the more it just doesn't look great. So what I'm going to do next, clean off that brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Flare. I'm not going to wet the brush or anything. I'm just going to pack it on like so. You guys can see pigmentation is definitely there. On there. Now I'm going to go in with my finger. Pack it on. Oh, this is so pretty. And then with the clean finger, I'm just going to kind of buff it in there like so. I like that. Okay, let's go in and work on the other side with the Too Faced. Ooh, I really like that. Ooh, I really like that. I don't know why I say ooh, but I like it. Same thing. Hopefully the camera is seeing me. Okay, so right off the bat, I do kind of feel like I'm having to build up a lot with the Too Faced side versus the Facecandy. And my fallout is insane. Ugh! These are not colors that I want to use as highlights. Okay, I honestly feel like the Facecandy side with this Holla for a Dollar, this over here on the Too Faced side, is not as easy to work with like the Facecandy side was. I feel like the Facecandy side was definitely creamier. This is a bit drier. Alright, let's go in with that goldish shade in the middle. Famous, I guess it's called. Okay. I'm not even going to tap my brush because I'm scared it's going to be too dry. Let's go in with the finger. Forgot to add some of the green underneath the eye, so let's go ahead and do that. What the heck? Ugh. Hey, guess who's on the struggle bus? Oh my God, Jesus, take the wheel. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit more of this green underneath my eyes just because I added a bit too much because I was pressing so hard on the Too Faced side. So I'm going to go over back to the Disco shade and use that Donna, and I am going to just buff it underneath the eye. And then we are going to jump over to, I just don't know how I feel about life right now. We're going to get back over to the Too Faced and do the exact same shade underneath the eye. Then, I mean, I don't believe in using shimmers in the crease. You know what? Who cares? Let's just do it. So we're gonna get back, just because I'm really trying to figure out this look, and we're gonna use this flip side. We are gonna go ahead and kind of just connect it in the crease a little bit. Just a little bit, guys. Now, everybody's out there like quaking in their boots because I'm putting a crease in, or I'm putting a shimmer in my crease. It's gonna be okay, guys. It's just makeup. It washes off at night. We're gonna be fine. Just deep breaths. Deep breaths. Okay, so cleaning off our brush and jumping back over to the chocolate palette, we're going in with Halafardala, and we are going to do the exact same thing. Okay, so with this brush, it actually worked a lot better for whatever reason. Both synthetic brushes, but I feel like it picks up a little bit better. Just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to hop off. I'm going to do my liner and my mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, so I am back. For liner, I did use my Rodial Smoky Eye pen. I finally sharpened it, so you guys are going to see it back in my videos a lot. And then for mascara, I actually didn't even go in with a primer. I am just using my Hourglass Caution mascara, and it has been one of my go-to mascaras, guys. The one thing I love about it is the fact that I can build it up, but I don't even need to like go in with any other mascaras. I achieve the look that I'm looking for with this mascara, which, I mean, for the price, it should. So anyways, let me go ahead, zoom you guys in so you guys can see the final look, and then I have a lot of thoughts when it comes to both of these palettes. So let's go ahead and zoom in. Okay, so as you guys know, this is a judgment-free zone, and no matter what, there's always going to be a little negative Nelly out there, but you guys, I'm not a makeup artist, nor do I claim to be. I'm a makeup enthusiast, and it's my channel, so I do what I want. Okay, so I don't know, you guys. I think it's the bang. I think it is the bang. The bang is freaking rocking. Sorry. If you guys are like my mellow Marys out there, I would like to tell you I am not one of those today. Not today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. So anyways, looking at both of the eyes, as you guys know, this side is the Disco Fever side. This side is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. Yeah, chocolate gold side. And I mean, overall, when I am looking at both eyes, I think we were definitely able to achieve the look. I do want to mention that I did go back in with the blacks in each of the palettes, and after I did do my liner, I took this brush right here. It was in one of my Morphe Me's, and it's just a nice little angle brush, and I just tap into each palette and then make sure to really tap it off. But you can fake a wing, guys. You see how it like just barely comes on there? And yeah, so that's what I do. Anyways, I did that black in each of the palettes and added that on there. So let me go ahead, zoom you guys out, and we will talk about the palettes. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do a side-by-side comparison for you all. So this is what the palettes look like. As you guys can tell, there's exactly 16 shades in each palette. Now, of course, with the Too Faced palette, you do have the nice bougie type of case on here that, like, you know, snaps shut and everything, and it's really pretty. I mean, aesthetically pleasing, all of that good stuff. So then you move over to the Facecandy Disco Fever palette. It is like your standard type of like cardboard casing. It does feel nice, I will tell you guys that. It has that nice like matte feeling to it. And of course then it has like this raised area where it says Disco Fever. On here, the nice part is it also has each of the eyeshadows with the names as well. It does let you know that it is good for 12 months and it is cruelty free. It does have the total net weight of 19.2 grams, and then each individual shadow is 0.67 ounces. It's made in the PRC, and one thing that I found that was odd is typically all of my Bad Habit Facecandy Oakland palettes always come in at least a sleeve or a box. This palette just came like this. Like, it was wrapped up, it was double wrapped, and it was packaged well, but it didn't have like a sleeve on it. It didn't have a box. So let me know if you guys received this palette, if yours came in a box, and I don't know what I got. But normally when it comes with at least the sleeve on it, I can tell you guys whether or not there's talc in the, in the palette. I am going to just go ahead and assume there is talc because every single one of their palettes is typically the number 1 or 2 ingredient. Sometimes the third ingredient is talc, but so I'm not 100% on that. If you guys know for sure if yours came with the sleeve with the ingredients on the back, please leave a comment down below because I know some of you guys are talc sensitive, and this is something that if you want this palette, you're gonna need to know, you're gonna want to know. Now, as far as comparing the palettes price-wise, this does retail for $49. Now, Ulta did have it on sale for like $24.99, and I kinda, at the time, was like, ooh, should I pick it up for the price? But Haley had already purchased it, and I'm like, meh, if she has it and I need it, then I can get it. I will tell you guys, I actually did a full review on this palette when it first launched, and I enjoyed the mattes in it. I liked the size of like the shades that I was going to use all the time, minus this one, and I did. I enjoyed the mattes, but the shimmers did not excite me that much. I felt like they were definitely more on the dry side. Did my opinion of that change going up against the Facecandy palette? No, because I still enjoy the Facecandy palette shimmers. I like that they're softer, they're creamier, and easier to work with, as you guys saw firsthand. I did still enjoy the mattes and the Too Faced, but there's not enough mattes in this palette for me to justify paying $49 for it. But that's just me. If you are, that's awesome. Me, no. So for me, when it comes down to these two palettes, do I feel that this is a good dupe for this palette? Absolutely. For me personally, I feel that it being $16, I would much rather spend the $16 on this palette than the $49 or even the $25 when it's on sale. Again, that's just me personally, but to be honest, these are just not shades that I am going to reach for all the time, so that's another reason I just can't justify spending the $49 on it. I do think this is a great quality palette. The pigmentation's there. As you guys saw, I did have to go back in and kind of blend it out a little bit more to get that like smoother effect with my eyeshadows like on the Too Faced side. I will tell you guys, if you spend more time blending things out, it doesn't disappear, which is something I want to note that is a good sign. That is a very, very good sign. And I mentioned it, I think, in my Profusion video, or maybe it was a Divine video. I think it was a Divine video. The more time you spend trying to blend out the shadow, the prettier, the smoother, the like just I don't know the word I'm thinking of, but it just looks better. So even if you're blending and you're like, oh my gosh, my hand's tired, give your hand a break, come back and blend that baby again, because it just has more of a professional or something. I really wish I could think of the word. I can't think of the word. Bing, you're not working. It's supposed to give me brain energy and fuel, but whatever. So when it comes down to it, I definitely think this is a wonderful dupe for the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. Definitely worth the $16. I don't feel like you're going to be wasting your money if you do pick up this palette. I will try and remember to do a check-in at the end of the day for you guys. I will tell y'all, I have been playing around with these purple shades, and it was this shade up here. Purple. This is pink, Rhonda. This is purple. I did like a halo effect with this purple and this shade over here while using the mattes, and it wore really well. I didn't have like it falling down throughout the day or anything. It stayed put, and I didn't use any MAC Fix Plus because my backup is up in my room and I've been too lazy to remember to bring it down. It's the final check-in for the Too Faced Chocolate palette and the Disco Fever palette. And look it up close, guys. I actually just got home from my daughter's boyfriend's football game. So I was sitting out in the heat, the humidity, all that fun stuff, but wanted to be #supportive. I did have Haley look at the eyes and give me like her 2 cents on it. She couldn't really tell a huge difference as far as it looking like there's 2 separate palettes. The only thing she did mention is she kind of felt like Maybe this side, the gold, was a little bit bolder, but she said even then it wasn't 100%. As far as longevity goes, you guys see the $16 palette eye looks, I feel personally, it looks as good as the $49 eye. But that's just me. So anyways, take it for what you will, but I do feel that the Disco Fever palette is definitely worth the $16. Even though it may not be a palette that I'm going to gravitate to, even so, I do enjoy some of the colors in there, and I feel like it is a better deal for me personally to have the Disco Fever palette in my collection versus the Too Faced $49 palette. So, by the way, make sure to check out Haley's channel. So, anyways, until next time, bye. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that this helped. And if you do pick up this palette, make sure to tag me on Instagram or Twitter. I'd love to see the look that you create with it. As always, at the end and the beginning of my video, I always have my Instagram handle and my Twitter handle, so make sure to check me out, tag me, and let me see your gorgeous looks with your Facecandy palette. So anyways, don't forget, 5K giveaway is still going on, so if you guys are interested in potentially winning the brand new Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, all the information will be listed down below in my description box for you guys. And that is it, my friends. That is it. If you would like to see more of my videos, I am talking a mile a minute. It's amazing. Like, all the things are working in my head right now. I'm just so excited. Anyways, if you want to see more of my videos, I will have some videos pop up for you guys. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I will have my icon pop up. Just click my little icon and make sure to hit the all button. That way you'll be notified every time that I upload a video. I do upload 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Those are all beauty videos on the weekends. Typically on Sundays, I do put up some family vlogs or just vlogs in general that I do. And then I'm going to be starting on Saturdays here and there talking about my keto low carb lifestyle change. So anyways, like I said, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of my content. And until next time, my friends, I feel like I'm talking so fast I'm forgetting to breathe. Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Bye.